Hi everyone. I am going to start a series on MySQL. So to install MySQL, we'll just hit Google and then we'll search MySQL download. So you will go to this page, just see the first link itself, click on the first link, MySQL downloads. Okay. I'm just checking the other link as well, just MySQL Workbench 8, this version, whatever. So you go open that. Here you have go to download page, right there you can see. So click on that, you will be redirected to a page where you can see the version number and the server that you are going to use, right? So I'm here using a Windows server. So you can just check all these things like in I was just curious to know that if it's showing like 32-bit, right? So but they have given a rider that if it is a 32-bit or it's a 64-bit, it will automatically take care of it. So you have to just download this and you have to go ahead, right? So if you go to archives, if you want any previous version, if you are up to it, then yeah, you can just go ahead, install a previous version and then get the download package for that, right? But I am just going with the latest one which is available here. So this was the page that we have already seen. So in this you can see the entire package of 306 MB, right? So yeah, this is where I was mentioning that we have 32-bit or 64-bit. The installation will run smoothly, right? So just hit download on the 306 MB file. No thanks, just start my download. Yeah, now the download has got started. So let's fast forward, and once the download is completed, let's open the download folder and go to the application file. So here we have the application file. We just double click and open the application file. I was just checking for the administrative run if it's there, but it's not there for this particular application, right? So I'm just double clicking it on. So this is how it will start up. So this is the pop-up that you will be seeing. Then we have to go for the custom installation, okay, and then we click on next. You see three drop downs. Basically you just open up using the plus button and then go to the bottom part of it and to the server, move it to the right, go to the application, MySQL Workbench, open it, MySQL Workbench 8.0, MySQL Workbench the version, and then move it to the right. Then we have the shell version, and then move it to right. Then we have next. So it will ask you whether you are ready to install, then you click on execute. So this will take some time based on your internet speed and the processing power. So everything will get installed one after the other. Let's do it. So these are getting installed, okay. So SQL Server has got installed. That is what we are going to use. The workbench where we'll be writing the SQL queries, getting the answer to the queries. It'll be interesting there. And the shell, I really don't know what the shell is, but I think it's some support system which is required for installation of this, for its proper working or functioning, or maybe. So let's install all of these. Okay, so once installation is done, we just click next, and then we reach here. It's all by default, it's 3306 and all these things. So next. Now you'll have to set a password, use the first condition, and then you just click on next here. You have to set a password, and remember that this password is important. Every time you log in into your MySQL Workbench, you will have to put this password if you have not saved it. So keep this in mind and save this password, right? So enter your password and then click on next. So here we are. So let all these settings be as is, and then we move to next. Yeah, grant full access and everything. Yeah, now we can just move on next. So this will ask you to set up all these things. So just execute this. So all of this will get applied one after the other. So it's completed. Just click on finish. So it will be shown configuration complete. Click on next to launch all of these. If you want to or not, yeah, you can just unclick based on that and then click on finish. The application will open soon. So here is the application first view. Welcome to SQL Workbench. So this is a local instance or the root that you've created. Click on this and it will prompt you to put in your password that you have already created, right? So here you put the password and you can save it to the vault and click on OK. So this from here will launch the MySQL Workbench. So this is a place where we'll write or SQL queries to create database, to edit or to modify the existing database, to query on the existing databases that we have in our system, all of this. So as of now, in the left hand side panel you can see schemas and things. Will go in detail of all of these things, don't worry, it's just an installation video. So just to give you an idea of what it is, these are files which are open in MySQL which were already there in place, right? So don't worry of all of those things now. I'll just open a new file for you. Before that, just see, this is the only database, system database by default, which is available here. So I just open the drop down and you can see tables, views, stored procedures, functions and everything. These are there inside the database. Basically the cylindrical part is a database. I just created a new SQL file by clicking on the plus button, SQL, right below the file option. And I'm using system SYS database. So use SYS. I'm just telling the system MySQL Workbench that use this database SYS for all my queries. So this is a very basic query. Select star, that is select everything from the table, underlying table, that's any table name you can give. So there is only one table, that is system config, sys underscore config. So that's the only table which is there inside sys as a database. So if I just put that and run it, so we'll get all the details that are available inside that particular table in SYS database, right? So this was just the installation and the brief overview, right? Now we'll go into detail.